Hello everyone, this is Epic Eclipse here, and I'm here with my new series called Prospect Guides. So this series is going to be a whole bunch of Rocket League tips and tricks. We're going to be going from the basics of the basics all the way to the hardest things in Rocket League that I can come up with. I'm pretty experienced. I've been playing Rocket League ever since the game first came out, before Season 1 and before all that, when it first came out on the Steam market. So I think I've been playing a pretty good amount. I have about 800 hours. So the first thing I want to go over in this is controller versus keyboard. I recommend controller even though I started off with keyboard, because just by playing about 50 hours of gameplay with controller, I've gotten so much better and almost the near skill of my keyboard in just 50 hours compared to the 800. And also, one of the pros that use keyboard switched over from using 1100 hours of keyboard and went for 200 hours of controller, and now is better than he was before. So that really statistically shows things. So we're starting here on my main menu because I want to show you the controls that I use for controller. So here it is: frontwards, backwards, A for jump, B for boost. That's pretty standard. I use an Xbox One controller. The big thing that's different is power slide. I've moved to LB because it makes it easier when you're flying using boost. It's hard to hit B and X at the same time, so it's easier just to put LB, or you can put RB if you want to, but I prefer LB because and then also air roll is LB as well, which I'm gonna go over air roll in this video because a lot of people don't actually know what that is. I didn't figure out what air roll was until way into my Rocket League career. About being an expert, I figured it out. So these are all my controls, and the other big thing is focus on ball is left stick, clicking it. So these are all my controls, and that was the basics there. And the next thing I want to go over is the car that you should use. This is basically all personal interest. It's whatever you feel most comfortable with, whatever you feel you can do the best with is what you should use. But what I'm going to do is suggest two cars that I personally like the most. So the first car, as a lot of people use it, is the Dominus. This is one of my favorite cars. It's in a DLC in Rocket League, and it's very clear to its hitbox. Its hitbox is right around what the car looks like, which is very helpful, and it is very long, and you can kind of use it very well in aerials because it's like a paddle, sort of. You can kind of use it as like a baseball bat in a way, and it's very good for dribbling too, to pop it up and all that kind of stuff. So that's the Dominus. And the next thing is the Octane. The Octane is a very good car, and it's very good for dribbling. I just like the body shape and how the car feels, so I very much prefer to use the Octane. Another very popular car to use. So those are the two cars that I want to recommend, and I'm going to jump into training here, so I'll see you guys there. I'm back in tutorial, and the first thing I want to go over is double jump. I know to a lot of people that may be very basic, but a lot of people are newly getting the game and don't know a lot of things about it. So double jump is basically, if you click A once, you jump once. A is my jump button. It could be something else for other controllers. On the keyboard, it's left click. So pressing A once is jump once. And you can only get like so high and do so much with that little jump. Get so much of the ball and just really not do too much with it. But if you click A second time, you get higher. Now, this is very useful for many reasons. One is if a ball is going over you a little bit, you can double jump to hit it. And there you go. Or if you're in the goal and you're here and the ball's like coming, jumping once and only knowing how to do that, you can only get so high. See, you can only get to like about halfway, optimistically. Using double jump, you can only almost get the full length of the goal, which is very, very helpful in defense. And really, that's the main features of it. Just knowing to do it is very helpful. So next up, I know that was short, but next up is directional jumping. Now, on the controller, there's 16 different directions, but on keyboard, there's only 8. So controller, there's this one, jumping forwards, jumping backwards, jumping directly to the right side, jumping directly to the left side, jumping sort of like forward but like a little bit to the left, then jumping forward and a little more to the left. And then obviously there's the same way to the right and same way to like this sort of direction. So that's all you kind of directional jumping there. So the big uses for this, if you jump forwards like this, double jump forwards, you will go quicker than just driving. See? This is how long it would take you normally to get across field by just driving, saying if you have no boost. Now, if you double jump, look how much quicker you get down the field. It speeds up so much more, and it will get you down back on defense or on offense much quicker. So that's for that. That's going forward. Now, for going backwards, a useful thing is, say you need to get back on defense. Now, you can either speed back and, turn backwards in the goal. But you really, even on ball cam, you go back and it's kind of hard to tell and like kind of hard to judge if you power slide this way and someone, or if you just turn this way, in any words, and someone shoots this way, it's hard to get back. So a useful thing is to jump backwards, because you could jump back pretty well. And another secret little tip here is, if you really are a little bit better at the game and can time it, in the middle of your jump backwards, you can kind of boost a little bit, which gives you a quicker time getting back down on the field. So that's backwards and forwards jumping. Now the next is sideways jumping. So say you're over here in the goal, like not in the goal, but on offense, and the ball kind of is coming rolling past you. It's so hard to like have to turn and stuff, and that takes so much more time. So instead of that, you can just jump that way and put the ball in the goal. So let me show you an example of that. So let's just get this over here, and we want to get it so it's rolling sort of across the goal. I know this is going to be a little bit slower than it would be in the game. So say it's going there, and then you could just jump like that and put it in the goal. And that's so much quicker than you having to turn into the ball and put it in the goal. So the next jump that really is mainly used is the sort of sideways but frontwards jump, which, say you're in a little bit of an awkward position to the ball, and you don't have to turn to hit it. You just go. I hit the wrong button there. My bad. You just go and you go like that, and there you go. You hit the ball, and instead of having to turn, you hit it. Now, the more you practice that, you can actually get that shot on goal and maybe sneak it past the defense, and there you go. You have yourself a goal there. So the last thing I want to go over is flying. Flying is a very useful thing in this game. Basically, if you jump up and then press whatever your button is for boost, you can fly. And flying can be used for a whole bunch of things. Just like double jump, let's get this so it doesn't go in. Just like double jump, to cover more, wow, I pressed the wrong key there, my bad. To get more ground or more air covered in the goal, double jump, you can't exactly get all, but with using a little bit of boost, you can get up there and hit the ball. So it gives you better on defense, get like better coverage, and also if you're going down court and the ball's a little high, double jump won't get you anything. Say it's really kind of high up there, you can fly all the way up there and hit the ball and kind of move yourself around. With the left analog stick, you can move yourself around and aim in different directions. And if the ball is coming out a certain direction, you can kind of angle yourself in a certain direction and shoot it in the goal. So that's what aerials really help for, is a whole bunch of things, to be honest. Aerials is one of the most useful things in the game. And two aerials, a lot of people don't know about this actually. This is the thing that I didn't really know about too long ago. I don't know if I'm just stupid or it's just something that never really gets brought up in the game and something you don't really find out about. Is when you're flying, the normal bike press, like moving the left analog stick, you can only move in so many different directions, see? But if you're flying and you press the same button as power slide, which is for me is LB, but normally on an Xbox controller it is X, I would recommend changing it. You can hold it and go in so many different directions. This has many uses for it, which it can give you a little bit more of a better angling that you can hit the ball at and send it into the goal better, or hit it in different directions that you want it to better, pass it to teammates better, do whatever you want. But this also, say you're like falling and you're like this, and it's kind of hard to like get yourself back on your wheels. So if you're falling like this, holding that LB button helps you a lot more to get your car back on its wheels. So that's the really big use about it, and it helps so much. And obviously the quicker you land on your wheels, the quicker you can get going and get back on defense or on offense. This has been Epic Eclipse, and I hope this has helped you in some way, whether you're new to the game or you've been playing the game for a while. So this is the first episode of Prospects Guide. Eventually the title is going to change up the ranks as we get harder and harder stuff, and I hope we can progress together and get better together. So I hope you've enjoyed, and see you in the next one.
Hey guys, it's me, Miranda. Today I'm going to be ranking to healthy foods. So everybody says I should be eating healthy because I eat too many of the meats. So I got some healthy foods from the store, and I want to try them for you. So, yes. First thing is a drink thing. It says Synergy, which I think is Synergy. What's the drink that's? Organic and raw, enlightened. Reawaken, reborn, repurpose, redefined. It's called Black Chia. There's like all these little things in there. You can see it. There's all these little things. They're floating around, and it looks really good. So, so I'm gonna try it.
In other words,
Open.
if you're skinny and have no flesh, you're literally just skin and bones. There are people that, right, even have like.
This thing is evil. Look at his little ridges.
You can see the bones all the way through all of them, like they have no muscle in it. It could be much worse.
It smells bad.
The word is you're just thin.
Don't want to try it.
So that's why we always say to be a healthy weight is really what's most important.
I know why I'm trying because it looks really good with all those little things in it, but it smells bad. Hopefully the smell is just something else. Try it. Tastes like alcohol. No wonder it says Synergy. No. Never drinking that again. And then there's this cereal called Go Lean Crunch. It looks really good. There's like little berries in there. And all these little kinds of things. So I'm trying it. Hank? There's any berries in it? It's a chip! No, they got this thing called Kids Superfood. Alkalines and energized. Plant-based nutrition.
Right, and then he would like.
Outrageous chocolate flavor. So it's chocolate, and those kids look really happy about drinking it. It's chocolate, and it's for kids. I'm gonna make fun of it. I'm not drinking it.
You can die from being too
This isn't a drink. This is powder. See, Nate?
You know, the other thing I have to tell you
There's a
is I
spoon
looked
in
at
there.
your Superman tattoo picture that you sent
Why
me.
is there a
and
spoon?
Actually,
It's a
what I
little
see there
scoopy
is
thing.
a muscular
Because you're supposed to
chest,
use that to
so,
scoop it up and eat it.
I don't know.
I don't put it in my hand and don't feel comfortable eating it out of the spoon. Ah! No! It's disgusting. Roasted seaweed snack. It's supposed to be a vegetable. It's seaweed, and it's roasted. So, maybe it'll taste like a meat. I'll lick you back. This is what it looks like. Like a beauty grill.
Who's gonna see it though?
That's what it looks like. It's kind of shiny. And to have little holes in it. It's crumbly. It looks really good. So,
Well, for one thing, you already have the tattoo, so it's a little late to worry about those implications right now. Two is, I think that's
not good.
pretty cool.
It's
The body.
supposed to be
whatever it is
tea.
on there.
Uncle Lee's tea. Legends of China Prim.
Yourself, like the airbrush.
100%
That's a
organic
joke. I'm not saying to do
green
that,
tea.
but
So
you know
it
how they
looks
do
really
even
good.
with some actors, you know, to make them look more buff.
I don't
they
have any
use
water.
they-
You're supposed to drink it with
they
water, but I don't
airbrush
have any.
muscles on them nowadays. So, like that, I tattoo
Doesn't even
a
open.
bunch of muscles. But no,
Instead, I'm getting my scissors.
be like that though.
Well, in any case, stupidity can happen no matter what you're wearing or what you got on your skin or what you think or whatever. Most of us tend to avoid a lot of stupidity. So
Open.
you can't
See,
go around
Nate's?
worrying that when you run into it.
Probably just
Stupid.
The other day that said,
visible tattoos.
yeah, they're not a
Use
good
it to
idea
open
for
it.
looking for a job.
See,
So that's any tattoo in any visible thing. So I could be,
Get
I know
away.
if I had to, go get a job where they look at my green tattoo and say, well, probably not. That's
That's so
less,
different.
I'd
So
be
it's like a little bag.
But
That's what I call them.
so
No,
any
crunchy,
tattoo, you gotta
itchy,
just think
pokey
about that,
things in
where
there.
they can-
Little
if you have a sleeve
pricklies.
tattoo and you
See,
wear,
Nate's?
dress
It looks
shirts,
really good, but I don't have any water to put it
then
in.
no one knows.
So, I'm just
It's not
eating
a
it.
sleeve tattoo. 'Cause it's not visible.
I don't have any
So,
spit.
Right, but I mean, like, like Red Bull saying, basically, I am going to be going to, like, the beach, or, I mean, like, I'm not going to go to
That's what it looks like when it's all wet. Got a little bit of lipstick
well,
on
that
there,
doesn't have
too.
anything to do with whether you
Oh,
can
it's
have
trying to eat
tattoos,
it.
though, and nobody gets to worry about what you choose or don't choose to put on your body. I mean, lots of people have
No.
tattoos,
You have to see what kind of response you get from that, you know.
But, it's,
people say they love this tattoo.
yeah. That's
This
what
is
I'm saying.
disgusting. People aren't
Now
supposed to
put it
eat
this way,
this.
it'd be more hilarious if you had
Look
a
at it.
Superman tattoo and then you were like,
Doesn't even look
you
good.
know, a 300-400 pound.
Disgusting. So I got these chips. They're called a Snack Artist Wavy Classic Potato Chips. And they look really fun because it's like used as a wave. This chip looks really good. So look, let's try it. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. This one got some lipstick on there. I'm gonna be giving
They
away
won't let you in or
this
they won't
chip.
hire you.
And all you have to do is follow the Twitter in the description. Hopefully it will be remembered. But otherwise, it's
Hear that? That's caca.
Aria Potato and it's Onyx, the Niku, Neko, P. But not P-E-E, just the letter P, because it was going to be Onyx
What is
Niku
the
Potato.
source?
All you have to do is follow that, comment
What
on
is the
this
source
video.
of that
I
information?
want to be a winner of this potato chip. And you can win this potato chip when Miranda sings lipstick on it. So, I'll put it in this container for the
Well,
green
it could
tea
be
with my
still the
lipstick on it
April
too.
Fool's thing
You
on
can
there.
have that.
It's a question, but it
Lingham,
doesn't mean anything.
Lingham's hot sauce. It looks really good. My mom used that a lot. Obviously, there's barely any
You
in
could
here.
go to,
But I'm gonna open it.
like, New Hampshire or Maine and
It
go
smells
to
good.
the Rainbow
It's
Cabin.
really sweet and good. So I'm gonna take this chip. Oh, it's too small.
Do that.
Give me a bigger chip.
Spend gas to do that.
Come on. I'm gonna pour the sauce on it.
No, I mean, if you could
It's a
do
lot.
it,
It's
would
gonna
you?
spill all over everything. It's falling. I'm gonna lick it. I'll just put it on the chip. So that's one of those like on the chip. It's really good. So let's try it.
No, this one actually is
It's
the
spicy!
most awesome for several reasons. One is because
Ah!
this region, they've been trying to
They
get,
haven't been out there in the east for a long time.
they've been trying to get it on the, the list.
I'm
And last year they
spicy.
had it on the
Don't
list,
melt
and
me.
They had too much, and so they ended up picking the
I need to go get some water.
one that was on
That was really spicy.
So,
and
like
pretty
years.
much last one that was in the east was in 2012.
Do not recommend this. It's really spicy. So don't recommend the cereal. 'Cause it's really bad. It doesn't even have the little fruits in it, and it says it has the fruits. I recommend these chips though. Those are pretty good. See what it looks like? That's what it looks like. So yes.
Multiplied by
Also, don't forget to subscribe to this account because the admin of this account is really cool. She's like so good. And she is telling me that there's going to be more famous people on here. So let me get that list. There's like a list of people.
Accommodations are
I'm gonna jump in. So, first time is Miranda sings. That's me. Miranda sings.
unique experience.
I'll be needing stations, tripping over myself, aching, begging you to come
And it's
home.
definitely
And so bad I'm without your kisses. I'll be needing stitches. And then there's gonna be Dan is Not on Fire. Whoever takes that is. Amazing film. Who think is late? Harlequin. Who is late? Toy Chica. Chica. Balloon Boy. Candace Albertine.
see if we're getting up to
Bella
that.
Coley. The Cheshire Cat. Alice from Wonderland. The Queen of Hearts. Hermione Granger. Harry Potter. Ron Weasley. Rainbow Dash. Barbie. What the heck?
Well, this is the best
Jacksepticeye. PewDiePie. That's a really cool PewDiePie. Markiplier. Wednesday Adams. Lydia D. Gerard Way, Frank Hero, and Mikey White. So, all those people are going to be on this account.
We could share that together,
And maybe even some more
Florida
people.
together.
But yeah, so go try to win this. And yeah, so bye.
FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom, it's Marshall in Manhattan.
Hey, Marshall. See, this is why I can't take a week off. I can't take a week off. Callers get flabby.
Yeah, sorry
Right?
about that.
They get not you. What's up, Marshall?
Earlier in the show, you were going to talk about Kevin Pollak.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I was moaning about. You know what it was? I was listening to him on the Mark Maron podcast,
Yeah.
and he's like, what was he saying? Because look, I had a weird thing with this dude where I ran into him at this thing. Like somebody I know was on his show. Like he has a cable, like a internet show or something.
Right.
So I go, and he's like, "Hey, you want to come down and watch me on the show?" So I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go down." It was when I was in California, like 2 years ago. Then I go down, and I get introduced to Kevin Pollak, nice guy. And he's like, "Yeah, I heard about your show. Yeah, I should come on sometime. I'm going to be in New York in December. Let's figure it out. Let's schedule it." He's inviting himself on the show. I'm like, well, okay. Don't exactly know what I'm going to do with this dude up here for 3 hours. And then the show starts. And then, I laughed at something off camera. And then he said, he, made a reference to me. He goes, "Yeah, that's this guy does this best show. He was bugging me about coming on his show. Begging me to come on." It's like, please, I was not begging. It was like, I don't even know if I want you listening to the show, let alone on it. He's like, you see, he has to burn. It's like the power of the mic. Had to be a tough guy. He had the mic, I didn't, so he hangs me out to dry. His creep with his hat. Those hats. What's that?
So self-important in the Mark Maron interview.
Well, I was listening to the thing, and he was just like, he kept saying he's like, yeah, I never did things where it's like his impression. I never did, like, what if the characters in my impressions were, like, at different jobs,
Yeah.
right? And then he proceeds to say how he does this bit where Kirk is on the Enterprise and everybody else on it is like another person. It's like, that's exactly that! They happen to work on the Enterprise. He's like, I'll never do Jack Nicholson working at a dry cleaner's. Oh, no, but you'll do him on the deck of the Enterprise.
Cheap.
Those impressions, too. Those are easy. You can do impressions all day. Name someone, I'll do an impression of him right now.
Ed McMahon.
Oh!
Yeah. Spot on.
Right? Not bad.
Spot on. It's a
Thank
great
you.
show tonight, Tom.
Thank
you
you,
so
sir.
much.
I'll do impressions of anybody. Final 10 minutes, I'm doing impressions. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom, can I hear Alan Rickman?
Alan Rickman. How does he? He's like, "Ugh," right?
That's
Does he
it.
do like that? Like, whoa. Right?
Yep. Dead on.
Thank you. That's 2. Gonna keep track of these impressions. I wonder if I could do, how many can I do in the next 10 minutes? We got 2 now, right, Mike? Who else can I do? Peter Falk. Excuse me, miss. Okay, that's 3. Okay, name more another one? John Casal. Is that Fredo? What was one of his big lines from the thing? Don't kill me! Was that one of his lines? Okay, that's 4. Next 10 minutes. See if I can get to 50 impressions in the next 10 minutes. Just want impressions calls, Mike. Mike! Who's good here, Mike? FMU, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi.
I'd like to hear you do Meatloaf.
Meatloaf? Let me think. What's a good Meatloaf thing? What's a good Meatloaf thing? Right?
Perfect.
Thank you. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, who's this?
Duncan in Phoenix.
What's up, Duncan?
I got an impression for you.
Sure, let's hear it.
Well, we heard the CD earlier. I was wondering if you could do Laurie Anderson.
Right? I am a robot. That also works as a Kraftwerk impression. That's 2. Thank you. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, can you do an impersonation of George Takei?
Woo. There you go. That's 8. FMU, you're on the air.
Bobby Kahn.
Bobby Kahn?
Yeah.
Was that a hockey player or something?
No, he was on Thrill Jockey.
Yeah. What did he go? Bah! Wasn't he like that kind of singer?
Yeah, he did. He's got one song called "You Come a Long Way."
Okay, so now you're doing an impression of him. Hey, FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, can you do Adam Carolla? There you go.
It's 9. FMU, you're on the air.
Denzel Washington?
That other dude on SNL does it. That's me stepping on his turf. It's a comedic brotherhood. I can't do it. That's all that guy's got going for him. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Hey, I want to hear you do John Madden.
Oh. That's 10. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom, it's Brian in Rochester. I want to hear if you can do Paul McCartney.
Ooh. That's 11. FMU, you're on the air. Let's keep them going. 201-209-9368.
Bill Cosby and some pudding pops.
Well, you just did it. Now I can't do it. FMU, you're on the air. FMU.
Hi, Jack A. Harris.
Yeah. That's 12. FMU, you're on the air.
How about Jim Rome?
Jim Rome. Gah! That's 13. Come on. What's he like? Come on, clones. FMU, you're on the air.
Chumley from Pawn Stars.
That's 14. FMU, you're on the air. Okay. FMU, you're on the air.
Christopher Walken?
It's 15. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, it's Tom. You're on the air. What do you got?
Oh,
to hear John Hodgman, Funk 11 here.
FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom, I was wondering if you could do Miles Davis.
FMU, you're on the air. It's 17.
John
FMU,
Hodgman.
you're on the air. Who?
John Hodgman.
I did it already. FMU, you're on the air.
Ray Romano.
Perfect. That's 18. FMU, you're on the air.
Donald Trump, please.
Duh. That's 19. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, this is Jeff in Hawaii. I have an ultimate request for you, Tom.
Who?
I want to hear you do Chubby Checker doing the twist. I heard it before,
Okay.
and it's the best.
Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. There you go. That's 20. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, this is Nick from Austin. Could you do Fred Schneider?
FMU, you're on the air.
Louis Armstrong.
Bruh. That's 22. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, can you do the first George Bush?
Nah. That's 23. FMU, you're on the air.
Hi, how's it going?
Going good. Who's this?
This is Jack. I have an impression.
What?
Can you do Fox Mulder?
Didn't you do that a lot? Like, right? Okay, that's 24. FMU, you're on the air.
Hi, I'd like to hear Pee Wee Herman.
Rah! That's 25. FMU, you're on the air.
Scott Walker.
Ooh, 26. FMU, you're on the air.
Stephen Hawking.
No, come on. FMU, you're on the air.
Jello Biafra?
It's 27. FMU, you're on the air.
I was just going to do Jello Biafra, but what about Orson Welles?
Bring me the steak au poivre. That's 28. FMU, you're on the air.
How about Adam Sandler for us?
Happy to be you. That's 29. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey.
How's it going,
Mark
guys?
Simpson.
That's the other Adam Sandler. Hey, how's it going, fellas? What's going on here, guys? That's also my John McCain. FMU, what? Who's that now? Who?
Marge Simpson.
Who?
Marge Simpson.
Right? 30. FMU, you're on the air.
Mitt Romney.
What's he sound like? Does he sound something like that? I'm going to count it. FMU, you're on the air. FMU, you're on the air.
Yeah, Ernest Borgnine.
I don't know. I can't do Ernest Borgnine. You stumped me. Guys, stumped me. A weird laugh from Wild Bunch where he's like, when they shot the guy. Ooh, that creeped me out. FMU, you're on the air.
You do Groucho Marx?
No. FMU, you're on the air.
How about Judge Judy?
I don't. You got me. You guys are stumping me now. FMU, you're on the air.
David Letterman.
Yes, 32. Let's keep it going. Come on. FMU, you're on the air.
The Crypt Keeper?
33. FMU, you're on the air.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. What's he say? The line must be drawn here. That's 34. FMU, you're on the air.
Hello, Tom.
Hi.
Francis Buxton from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
I can do his father. Fruit, please. It's 35. FMU, you're on the air.
Bob Dylan.
Which one? Which era? Nashville
Any of them.
Skyline? Lay, lady, lay, lay across my big brass bed. Right? It's 36. FMU, you're on the air.
Robert Smith from The Cure.
37. FMU, you're on the air.
Gary the Squirrel.
I don't know if I can do him. Mike! There we go. It's 38. FMU, you're on the air.
Alan Partridge.
That was T'Pow. That's 39. FMU, you're on the air.
Robert Loggia.
Come on, guys. What's going on here? What's all this stuff? I was actually doing a Robert Loggia impression earlier today. That's troubling. FMU, you're on the air.
Shawshank Gabor, please.
Darling. Right? No, that was bad. I'm not even going to count that one. Sorry. FMU, you're on the air. Oh. FMU, you're on the air.
How about Tony Shalhoub?
What did he say on that show? I never saw that show. Isn't that weird? I never saw it. That's kind of bad. I'm not supposed to tell anybody that. I never watched it. Well, it's time to end the show. What did we get to? We got to an even 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll do one more. FMU, you're on the air. FMU, you're on the air. What? FMU, you're on the air.
Can I hear Howard Stern?
No, I can't do that one. FMU, you're on the air.
Debbie Haynes.
FMU, you're on the air.
Can you do Max von Sydow from the Seventh Seal?
I can't. FMU, you're on the air.
Charlton Heston.
Damn dirty apes. Right? Did he say something like that?
Yeah.
I'm not counting that one. That one stunk. FMU, you're on the air.
Henry Rollins.
Let me think of a Henry Rollins thing. Let me think of one he said. It would be, 'twas the night. I'll do him doing the War Zone. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature. His Christmas record I just did. It's 41. One more. FMU, you're on the air.
Kermit the Frog.
Oh, you suck. FMU, you're on the air.
Tom, could you do Dom DeLuise?
Ooh, JJ. Ooh, what are we going to do? That's from Cannibal Run. FMU, you're on the air.
Winnie the Pooh.
What, did he even talk? I don't think he did. FMU, you're on the air.
Ray Romano.
I did that one already. 42 we end at. Hey, everybody. WFMU, East Orange, WMFU, Mount Hope, WFMU, East Orange, WMFU, Mount Hope, WFMU.org. Best show's over. Stay tuned. Coming up next, Sue P. with Solid Gold Hell. She's got an exciting show planned for you tonight. FMU, you're on the air.
Stanley.
Stanley. Stage 2, true believers. Right? Did he sound something like that? But guys, Tuesday has now become Wednesday, and I don't want to go, but I gotta go. Best show's over. Stay tuned for Sue, coming up right now.